Today we're going to be watching some of the best competitive Spellbreak clips that I remember viewing. Mainly because I feel like the best version of Spellbreak that someone can actually watch is through competitive players. And it's not only just me who felt this kind of way.
This game needs to be played by everybody. Like, everybody needs to try this game. I'm not sponsored to say that, by the way. That's what you guys to know. In terms of uniqueness, this game brings a level of uniqueness to the BR scene that you don't really see too often.
That's right, Cypher PK said those amazing things while watching Element highlight clips. And also, feel free to join my Discord, and you can submit your own clips in the Flex channel. I may react to them live on Twitch and put those reactions on YouTube as well. I hope you guys enjoy it. I see you guys in the future. No one knew what Yoovipoo was built like. This man is built different. Good old Tempest Frost. Look at that movement. Look at that good Spellbreak movement. But trust me, it gets crazy. It gets crazy, guys.
Required for Tempest to succeed at a competitive level. Camski sit down. Yoovipoo with the flick to end his life.
This one was actually
another opportunity to get a kill.
Good old Tempest Frost.
What a shot onto Camski. That was an amazing take, and a 73 will also fall into another opponent.
Element Phoenix tournament, by the way. He's just hitting them all, bro. He's like the Bulls. He's going back to back to back with the snipes. Oh my goodness.
One more is gonna go, but I don't believe that's a hit. That would have just been craziness. And Yoovipoo continues the slaying of the lobby. Moving forward now, he's getting so aggressive. He has no fear in his heart. After hitting all of his shots, I don't know how to react anymore. I'm about to pass out as Yoovipoo continues to slay. More and more death is unfolding as this Frost Gauntlet is putting in work, OSK.
Yoovipoo, this amount of sorcery is against my religion, and he is just not missing. Oh my goodness, I think my voice is about to be lost as I have yelled so much, and I'm about to yell again.
Look at that movement, guys. That movement is so beautiful,
not perfect,
bro.
But it's damn near. As now he is looking
so much, so much more fluid, so much more fun.
He can land any sort of free shot. Again, I might lose my mind.
Yeah, he did get ambushed a little bit by the Stone Shaper, but Yoovipoo does.
No, he's healing up. I forgot how this one goes. I don't think he wins the match, but I think maybe he sneaks in one more exile.
Going into
I'm not
final
too sure.
sets. He does have scavenging, so he will get
yeah, this is GG's, right? It has to be GG's.
It's so hard to contest that. He hits
that
a
joint
beautiful
was bananas,
shot, but he does
honestly.
get slain by no one.
There's this one part that I remember. It was like when PlaySafe is like basically commentating play-by-play what's going on, and then you just hear OSK in the background. It's like he's part of the Migos or something. He wasn't even saying words. He was just ad-libbing. OSK was just adding ad-libs. He was just yelling. He was like, woo! Ah! It was funny. Hold on. Let's see if we can hear it.
Your boy Ross gets slapped as we keep this one going.
Yeah, it was that part. He was like, woo! Woo! OSK in the background sounded like he's getting possessed. OSK in the background like he caught the Holy Spirit or something. I mean, what else can you do? You just get left speechless. This is like a crazy end game, and Yoovipoo was just like taking off big names, and these aren't any like slouch either. He was taking out Cam, he took out Camski, he took out everybody. Ross, I don't know. And then just having OSK in the background just ad-libbing, it was a good time. I loved it. This one isn't like as much about skill, but just but more about like the hype, what was going on. Like just hearing Tfal's and Camski's like comms, it's kind of bananas, honestly. It just hypes me up whenever I view this clip. And you guys will see. This is more about hype than about skill.
Some extra armor if he can, and this is gonna
then
come
you got
down
crashing
to
in the background commentating.
Up in the sky, Camski is staying alive. It's one player left alive. They're calling it out. This might be the final moments of Twitch Rival. The Spellbreak
Ghosty goes down.
There's gonna be damage coming out onto base Ghosty. Is he gonna be able to slam down? He's trying to find the exile, and that might be it. It's gonna be Camski, last player left alive. 1 versus 1 potentially. You see him just hovering in the air, using that lightning strike. So much damage is potentially coming out. Camski is getting hit. It looks like that player is trying to snipe him out of the sky. Camski just trying to stay alive. It's going to be the last little bit of damage.
They were both one shot, by the way.
He finds it. It's going to be in base Ghosty team. Base Ghosty Tfal.
I have 39
your
assists.
winners of the Twitch Rival Spellbreak Showdown.
and crashing. How close of a game that was. At first, it was a 2v1, and then it went down to a 1v1. We weren't sure if they were going to be able to pull it off, but Camski with the... I think he had like 6...
Yeah, they both had a little bit of HP, honestly. It was actually bananas. I think it was at one point they were both one shot, really. Who did he even exile? I'm not too sure. But yeah, as you can see right here, tiny bit of armor and a little bit of HP. But Camski was sub 30 HP. So like they were both one shot.
Camski just trying to stay alive. It's gonna be the last little bit of damage.
Oh, it was breakers. Oh, he took down dark breakers. Okay.
Base Ghosty team. Your winners of the Twitch Rivals Spellbreak Showdown.
I just realized this man real life had 39 assists. Tfal had 20 assists. How the hell do you get 39 assists? I think it's a bug. It's a bug, okay. I was about to say, because there's only 42 people in the lobby. This is the definition of like what Spellbreak is about with the movement. There was a small group of people who were like, Spellbreak is an anime game or whatnot. You guys will see why. Just look at the way Tfal moves here. And you guys will see what I mean by Spellbreak being anime. Like this is the closest thing to anime that you'll see. Like an anime feeling. The way that Tfal moves is just bananas. Like look at that. Look at the way he was moving there. That was bananas, right? Like the man was at 20 something HP. Be like one shot. It was like whoever was gonna hit the next shot was gonna win their fight. And then you gotta love combustion. Ignite, I should say. Ignite finishing it. That was one of my favorite moments from their first Phoenix tournament. The first tournament after Spellbreak official release, right? That was one of my favorite moments. This was happening during Fumbles Sunday events. Basically, it was like exile races, and they were pretty fun to watch and to participate in too. And it's something that I try to do from time to time. If there's enough interest in the Spellbreak community, I don't mind hosting like these exile races because it's really exciting to see what the best players can do against 2v1 situations or even 3v1 situations, really. But yeah, on to ElpaDog's Rampage. That's what we're gonna call it, ElpaDog's Rampage. This is part 1 of the clip. ElpaDog just schooling this person. Almost fell off the cliff too, right? Just barrel stuffing them. He's just not missing his fireballs. And this is probably one of the best 2v1s I've seen. Just because like the way he ends it so smoothly. Like he knew what he was doing. So he takes down Viking Man. Now he has his teammate. Still not at full HP, by the way. Nice boulder hit, right? Rehealing, using positioning pretty well. Making sure he's near the orb. Making sure that the orb doesn't get revived. And then he just letting him re-heal. So now it's like a 1v1. A good 1v1, I should say. And then look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Fumble's narration, his commentary was just like icing on the cake. When he was like, oh my god. This fireball was just placed so perfectly.
Oh my.
So saucy. It was just so saucy. It was just so saucy. What can I say? That was one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Now, this one is like, this has nothing to do with skill. It's just, this is more like a homage to what was lost in Chapter 3. We will forever miss you, Sir Crouch, or Madame Crouch. We'll forever miss you. I just thought this was a pretty funny thing that happened.
Spellbreak, that's so
we got Camski in the bush.
We see Camski kind of hanging out in the bush right now, you know.
And we got his son Josh also in the bush.
There, Josh is gonna do the same. Apparently, we're just keeping it nice and comfy. But you know, 6 players
nice
total,
and comfy.
So we're gonna see how they decide to move around. Josh just got.
And
his
then
first
wonderful in the
exile.
bush. R.I.P. to Crouch, bro.
Everybody's just taking it slow. But look at this. You know, we only.
Man, I missed the days. It's just only 1 year. It's crazy what 1 year in Spellbreak can do. This one was actually pretty cool
really
too.
Low.
I think this was during beta as well, and it was like he was in a 2v1 situation. His teammate was Bastion, and I kind of like combined both Element's POV and Marcus's POV. And I don't know, when I saw it, I was just like, this is like an underdog story. Well, let me not say underdog story, but it was just a situation where I think the majority of people were rooting for Marcus to clutch a game, just because like he was the face. I guess he still kind of is the face of Spellbreak, but he was the face of Spellbreak. He did it all. He does it all, content and competitive. But let me just shut up so you guys can see.
It's
what
getting
I'm
really
talking
low.
about.
You see Marcus doing some work.
1v2.
Marcus 1v1 now. Now we have Pyromancer versus the Frostborn. What is the superior class? Who is it going to be?
Marcus playing this so excellent. We have been waiting for the Marcus pop off, and it looks like it's
This
finally
is going to be close down to the wire.
So
One
yeah, they
HP
were
on
both
of
one
them.
shots.
Yes!
Marcus takes it.
Let's go, Marcus. Absolutely.
Look at that. Look at
Nice
his
clutch,
face,
dude.
bro. So this was part of the 1v1 tournament that I was hosting back in the day. And, you know, I mean, I might as well put it in there. Like, Gxgg versus Shaco was, in my opinion, one of the most, like, classic 1v1s that I've ever seen. They were just going tick for tack, back and forth. It was like you were really wondering who was going to win it. Like, their 1v1 match, the whole thing lasted 11 minutes, like a whole Spellbreak game. Of course, this is just like one of their rounds and matchups. We're not going to spend 11 minutes just watching them, but this is just like a small little clip for what was going on.
Gigabyte and Shaco are all tied up here, folks.
Man, I hate the way my voice sounds.
Gigabyte is being cautious to making sure that he doesn't take another boulder, but he does take another boulder to the face.
Times like this, I
Shaco
really
is
wish we
electing
had
to
like
stay
a
on the
better
low
spectator
ground.
mode.
Now he's W King, but Gigabyte, of course,
If we had
the
a better
kite master over
spectate
here,
mode, it
is
would have
doing
been
his
so
best
much cooler to watch this.
to
This
make
was
sure
in
he doesn't
chapter
get in
2.
the range of Shaco's stone
Like, at least
stems
chapter
or
2.
boulders. They're both electing to reset
Movement
right
wasn't
now.
too bad.
Gigabyte's doing his best to keep distance, knowing that Shaco is only using stone and fire, knowing that he has the advantage at long and medium ranges. Ooh, not today, Shaco.
I swear, like I have a forehead for boulders. I always
This
get like
is looking
boulders
like
thrown at
Gigabyte
me.
is looking like Gigabyte's game to lose.
It was
right
pretty
now, folks.
interesting here too, because
Shaco's
like
doing
Gigabyte
pretty well.
found
This
himself
might
in
be
the middle of
Shaco's
the
win.
field. I was like,
Shaco
what are
has
you
Gigabyte
doing,
in the open
Gigabyte?
field? A stone shaper's dream right now. Gigabyte was able to kite away from this advantage for himself.
And he takes a
boulder hit
boulder
directly
and then
on
dies to the
Gigabyte, and
fireball.
Shaco takes it 2-1 Shaco. The firewall boulder combo, proving that Fire of Chariots might ride him to victory.
I definitely recommend watching the whole like Gigabyte versus Shaco battle. Yes, it's about 11 minutes long, but it was pretty exciting. They were going back and forth and back and forth. I think one of their rounds lasted 6 minutes. I remember watching that firsthand. Honestly, just like whenever you have Shaco versus another like skilled individual, it's always a fun thing to watch. But this one was their last meetup, Artic versus Shaco. I won't say much, just say that the ending was truly a definition of a nail biter. As you can tell, the 1v1s are still kind of long here. It's about 3 minutes. I also use Artic's POV for this as well as mine.
He is raining down fireballs against Shaco. He's pushing Shaco out into the field, but
I don't know what kind of computer Artic uses, but Spellbreak just looks so buttery smooth from Artic's POV.
is
honestly,
being cautious because he knows if he's on flat surface, Shaco has the advantage. Artic hits 2 fireballs on Shaco.
Artic's fireballs are something legendary in my opinion.
He has Shaco on the back foot right now.
like once he hits one fireball, he just keeps
Uses
connecting
his
with
Firefly. It looks like Artic is choosing to adapt at this point.
I'm just
Look at this
saying words
mid-aerial
as a
combat here,
commentator.
folks. Are you not entertained?
Hello cringe. I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Let me not get so close.
Like look at that. Like look at his perspective and then
Artic
look
was
at my
able to heal a
perspective.
little
Just
bit
it's
right-
just
right
hella
then and
different.
there.
Like look how much detail is on his joint. He must have been using like ray tracing or something. This
Ooh,
man has like a
2 direct hits.
supercomputer
Artic
for
was
his
able to
gaming
hit 2
computer.
direct mid fireball hits.
While falling away, by the way. He did that while
Firefly's
falling
up,
away.
but he has to be careful because Stone Shapers can definitely turn the tide of any battle.
Y'all saw that? I
Especially
didn't
if
even
they
notice
have
that the
2
first time I
boulders.
saw it. Artic actually
Shaco
hid
is
behind
trying
that
to
wall
recover, but Artic is not giving him the chance
so that
to
his boulder
recover.
wouldn't hit
He
him.
is W King Shaco, putting him on the back pedal. This is intense.
Like, look how low
Dragon Fire, but it
Shaco.
looks like
Shaco
Artic
was
took
like
some of that
really
Dragon
low
Fire
at that
as well.
situation. Like
Shaco
Artic
is
was
still on the back.
Artic
He
was
able to
smelling
pop off what looks
blood.
like a medium
Artic definitely
shield.
smelled blood.
Big boulder on Artic. Shaco takes it.
No, I
3-2
missed.
Shaco.
Oh my
He
God.
missed.
3-2
He was
Shaco.
literally one fireball
You gotta be
away of
kidding me.
winning that. That's also going to be in the description box down. I wish I could have showed you guys the other clips that I had. Maybe we could do a part 2. You know?